Hello, Mr. Ed here on a chilly October 22nd, 2025. It's actually the coolest morning we've had so far in this, I guess, winter season. Because this morning when I got up to the Abbey, it was actually 48 degrees this morning. Now it's warmed up to probably about 53, so it's the perfect day to do the job that I'm getting ready to do, and that is render some more wax. Over the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of cutouts, and with the cutouts, after I squeeze the honey or cut up all the brood comb, put in the box, I have all this comb that's left over, and I can only keep it for so long, and then I've got to render it. So today that job is rendering. Now over the last 3 or 4 days, I've done 2 removals, and so I had a whole bunch of comb that had honey in it that needed to get cleaned up, and so I set the ice chest out inside of the peacock pen. I put it out there so that the possums and coons can't get to it. So I'm headed over to the honey house right now, and look at what I'm looking at in the tree right up here. Look at this. We got the vultures waiting, huh? They enjoying this cool morning. Look at this. These birds have got the sun beating down on them. Their wings are open, and they're ready to start their day just like me. So let's head over to the peacock pen where I got those ice chests, and I'll show you what the wax that we're getting ready to do. By the grace of God, it'll take a couple of days to do what I need to do here, but we're going to have some nice rendered wax at the end of it. Let's go wrangle some beeswax. So we are inside of the peacock pen, as you can see, and here is all the comb that the bees have been cleaning out for the last couple of days. So I was crushing and straining the honey into the colander right here, and then the honey going into the bucket, straining it out, the honey straining it out. So all of this stuff is just ready now for the kettle to get rendered down. Oh, and I got this this pile as well. So we have a bunch of wax that needs to be rendered, and it is the perfect day to do this job. So I'm going to gather all of this wax up along with a big bag of wax that is in the freezer, and we're going to go dump all this stuff into the kettle, and I'll show you that once I get all that done. Now before I dump all of this wax into the kettle, I just want to show it to you. I mean, it's a stack of wax. This was all the stuff that was in the peacock pen, and in this bag, this is all the wax that I've been collecting over the last couple of weeks, and it's just all kind of wax in there. So I'm going to dump all this stuff into the kettle, and we're going to get this whole process started. And here is our kettle all loaded up. And while this wax is melting down, I got to head back inside the honey house. I got to bottle up honey because the gift shop needs more. So we'll check back, I don't know, half an hour or so and see what we're looking like. Been 35 minutes. Let's check, see how it's cooking. Oh yeah, I think I'm ready to stir it up But that looks like it's cooked. I see, well, you can see in that corner the yellow of the wax already. Let me stir this up and see what it looks like. Believe it or not, that's all it took. About 35 minutes and it is all melted down. Just going to open up the gate, drain off almost all of that wax and water in there, and then we'll do the slow drain after that. So this is the wax that we have drained out so far, and it's coming out a lot slower. So what I've done, and I've changed up a bucket to this one right here, because I want to get the wax in this bucket to be a solid block, and I'm going to be dripping it real slow, so it's just going to come out funky. So when we re-render this again, it'll make it one block. So let me put a lid on this. All right, that'll help the block cool down slower, and hopefully it won't crack. And let me show you what we got inside of here. So the majority of the cappings, not the cappings, the cocoons have drained down. Sorry about that. But you still see that puddle of wax right there. So I'm going to, now that it's drained down a little bit, I'll be able to push this stuff up so that the wax can drain more, and I'll be able to then just let it finish draining out, because it's going to stay warm. The kettle stays warm several hours, 2 hours, and being that it stays warm, the wax will still be in the liquid form and it can drain out. So let me push all this stuff up and remove the plug that's in there. As you can see, there is a screen plug right here, and this is what holds all of this cocoon mass back, all this trash back, as the liquid was draining out. Well, now it's actually holding the wax back, so I need to remove this right now. And when I do, it will allow that puddle of wax behind it to then pass through. All I have to do is clean this out, and that wax will be able to flow. Now, being that the interior of this kettle is tapered, flowing this way, the wax that is still inside of all this cocoon mess right here, and the kettle is still warm, it will still continue to drain down, as you can see the yellow at this point right here, and for the next hour or two it'll drain down slowly, and then I'll catch that in the bucket. So that's all we got for today. Tomorrow morning I'll clean all this stuff out, and I'll show you the bricks that we got, as well as starting up and rendering it once more. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. It's the start of another cool morning here at St. Joseph Abbey, and we are going to get these doors open. Get inside of the kettle room and find out just how our wax turned out from yesterday. And this is part of the process right here. When I do that slow drip, I say after all the majority of the wax is taken out, how it just drips out of the kettle, and I collect it in a different pot because I don't like all that nasty looking stuff. I mean, it's good wax and all, but it's not pretty looking. I like to collect that in a different bucket, and then since we're re-melting it one more time, we'll just throw all this in at the same time. This is what our kettle looks like right now, with all the cocoons and all the debris that was in that wax. And let me show you. There is our our block of wax inside of the bucket. So what the job is right now is for me to clean out the kettle, and I'm going to have to clean it out pretty good. Get all this stuff out of here. Wipe it down so there's not any kind of dirt or anything in there, because this second rendering I want to make as clean as possible, so I need a very clean kettle to do that. And then once all that's cleaned out, I'll get this bucket and that bucket, and we're going to throw it into the kettle one more time for its second and final rendering. And after about an hour of just cleaning up stuff, let me show you what I got. The kettle is now basically cleaned out. Now this is no way clean enough for us to do our final rendering. So I've got about maybe about a gallon of water in the bucket right here. That will then get dumped into here, heated up, and I use the hot water, and I'll be able to clean all of the gradu, the dirt and stuff that you see around here. It'll be pretty clean for our final rendering. Here is all the debris that was in the tank. This is all going to go out onto the compost pile, and this is all the wax that was taken out. It's a fair amount of wax right here from all those pieces of comb that we put in there. So all of this is going to go into that kettle once it's cleaned up. And then once I get that water all cleaned up and put all this stuff in there, I'll show you a picture of what all that looks like. And there you have it. That kettle is all nice and clean, pretty good and shiny. But for the most part, the majority of dirt and stuff is out of it. So I'm going to put about 2 gallons of water in here, and while the kettle is still hot, it shouldn't take that long to get that water to boil and our wax to start melting. Here is all the wax in the kettle now, and I can see it's already starting to melt at this point right here. So it shouldn't take too long. Alright, let's see what it looks like when it's all melted down. Alright, it's been 20 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. I think we got all wax melted down. So all I'm going to do is open up the gate. No strainer inside the throat. It's all just going to come out. I do have a strainer on that end in case there is any debris in it. But I want to empty this kettle as quickly as possible, as I don't want to get any bees into this hot, super hot wax. As you can see, I did catch some trash that was still in there. In fact, there's a bee right there. So glad I put the strainer on it, and here is what our bucket of wax looks like. I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful block of wax. I know it's super clean, that's for sure. Alright, that's all we can do for today, but tomorrow we'll get the big reveal. I'll show you how it looks and how much it weighs. See y'all tomorrow. Well, good morning. The wait is over. Last night, right before I left yesterday evening, I went and had to close up the kettle room. I had the doors open to let the bees get out. And so I couldn't help myself. I went and snuck a little peek to see what that wax would look like as it's cooling off. And oh, it's such a beautiful color, yellow. But there was a small little crack in it, so probably there's going to be a big crack in it today. So let's get inside here and find out just exactly what that block of wax is going to look like. Let me take the cover off, and you all will see it just like me. Ah, doggone it. We got a crack in it. So that crack, it happens when it cools too fast. I guess I could have put more than that lid on there. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter for me. It's not like I'm trying to sell that or anything. But goodness sake, that is some beautiful, beautiful looking wax right there. So let's go ahead and take it outside, dump it on the ground, and find out just how big a block of wax we got. And then we're going to go inside the honey house and we're going to weigh it up. Let's see if we can loosen this thing up. Oh yeah, it's going to come right out. It'll come right out. Very good. Let's find out what it's going to look like. Oh yeah. Still got a lot of trash on it and it's still warm, but oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, that is too beautiful. Oh, smell, look at the bees are right here. They smell it too. Very, very nice block wax. All right, let me clean off all this gunk on the bottom, and we're gonna get inside the honey house and weigh it. I got the block all cleaned up. Look at this. That cleaned up real nice. Really did clean up nice. And now, and it's still warm. It's still warm. Now we're gonna throw it on the scale and see just how much it weighs. I'm gonna say somewhere between 8, 9, 10 pounds maybe, but let's find out. All right. Oh man, it's more than I thought. It's 10, 11, 12, 13 pounds. That is up a lot. 13 pounds, folks. Very nice. I mean, that's not a real accurate scale, but generally 13 pounds. We'll just call it a 13 pounder. Very nice. So that's all I got for you on this one. Man, taking that old comb that basically is useless in the state that it's in, and then transforming it into a beautiful, usable piece of wax that will either, you can use this block of wax for a number of things, but for me it's going to be going onto our foundations for the springtime, for the bees to draw that out. So now before I go, just a quick reminder, this video ought to be posted, I think it's the 31st of November, next Friday hopefully. And then on the 7th of November, I will be in West Palm Beach, Florida, speaking at the Palm Springs Beekeepers Association Friday meeting. And any of y'all would like to, if you're in that area and would like to come listen to me speak, I'd be more than happy to speak with you. And I'll have a link to that website if you want to get tickets for that event. It'll be in the description of this video. So that's all I got for you for this one. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching, and I'll be making more. God bless. Mr. Ed, I'm out here until the next video.